Well, next on the Danny radio show, we have, wait for it, Donna Africa. Thank you so much for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on, Donna.
Yabba go go, Dan Kanjani.
And
Dit met
a
jou.
very warm welcome. What an entrance. We just played that VT of yours. And so from the top, Donna Africa, celebrity reality TV star. Who is Donna Africa?
Okie dokies. Donna Africa is I created Donna Africa. That's not my real name. My real name is Donna Thompson. It's an artistic brand, a warrior woman representing woman's strength, power, and creativity. Yabba go go!
Wow. And so there's a bit of girl power in there. Is that correct? Representing all the women?
Absolutely, woman power.
And
Dan.
And you told me you are a local celebrity in your hometown of Norwich in East Anglia.
Well, they've got to know me very well. I've been on the local TV, the Mustard TV. I've been on the local BBC Norfolk. Yes, they know me very well, and I'm very well known for dressing up as a Zulu maiden warrior, and with my spear and shield. So you don't want to mess with me, Dan.
No. So have you had to use that spear? Has that come in handy a few times? Yeah.
I think all I've done is frighten away any potential partners.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll come on to that a bit later. I detect an accent in that in your voice. Where did the journey begin?
Oh, okay. Thanks, Dan. My journey, I was born and raised in Zimbabwe. Both my parents were British. My dad was a Londoner and my mum was from Kent. So I was raised there. And then I left Zimbabwe to South Africa, where I was a resident for over 23 years. I worked in the newspaper industry and also in hospitality because I love people. And I came over to UK in 2000. I relocated, take care of my now late mother, and to realize and conquer my dreams.
Yeah, so you followed your dreams, you followed your heart, you followed your passion. Wonderful.
That's right.
And Zimbabwe, I hear, does that mean House of Stone? Is that correct, the literal meaning of Zimbabwe?
I'm not quite sure, but I thought it was Zimbabwean ruins myself.
Ooh, yeah, something to do with castles, isn't it? Or stones. Maybe.
It's mainly stones. I would say stones.
Yeah.
The castles are here in England.
And we've seen new president, let's get this right, Emerson Mnangagwa. Do you see that as a positive?
Oh, very good.
Do you see that as a positive step?
What I would say, is he the people's choice? That's all I'm going to say.
Good question. Right then, let's move on. And how is life in Norwich compared to life in Harare?
Well, in the deepest, darkest Norfolk, it's definitely not the same as Africa. Obviously not. Here, it's a different lifestyle. Yeah, but what I do love about Great Britain is the creativity and the talent and the British culture. I've learned a lot since arriving here. So I think I have the knowledge of African and British culture. So I feel very enriched that I can have that perspective and insight to both cultures, and I love it.
Best of both worlds, Donna. Yes, why not have the both?
Yes.
And do you miss home at all? Do you get days where you do miss home? Do you want to go back?
Absolutely. When it's cold, but doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
I hate the cold. My flat is like a tropical island. I've got the central heating on. Everyone says, "Oh, it's so hot in here." Yeah, oh la la. Anyway, so yes, of course I do.
Yeah. So do you speak many? We just heard a bit of French there, kind of. Do you speak many languages?
I speak rubbish.
Rabetian. Is that a language? Rabetian.
No, I can speak a bit of Shona, a bit of Afrikaans, hopefully English.
Yes.
And I think if I could, I do love, English is my favorite subject, and I love learning all the different words. It's so, well, you know what I mean.
So a little bit of everything. And if you had to choose a language at which you'd love to speak, what language would it be?
Well, if I'd love to, some language that is totally exclusive and that only my special friends and fans could understand.
Okay, and you have travelled the world. What has been your favourite
No, I haven't
places?
traveled the world.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I've traveled
Half around the world.
the world.
So you travelled half around the world. What have been your favourite countries? You can choose more than one.
Okay, my favorite fave is Cape Town.
Oh, South Africa.
For
Yeah.
its I lived in Cape Town for 13 years. And Cape Town has the most natural beaches and a regal Table Mountain, and I just love the people. It's beautiful. It's very natural. And yeah, that would be Cape Town. It would be the love of all. And my second would be Inyanga. I don't think it's called Inyanga anymore, but that's in Zimbabwe where I used to go camping as a young girl. It's got pine trees and it's got hills and trees, and I love trees, so it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful. You're just talking about it. Wonderful. So if people are wondering where to go on the next holidays, there's a few options for them there they can choose from if they're looking for inspiration.
Absolutely. Well, right now I'd say South Africa because I think you're getting £20 to the rand. So if you right now, your money will go very, very far in South Africa. So I would recommend that as a holiday destination.
So some good value for money in there too.
Absolutely,
Right.
and Cape Town,
Cape
definitely
Town.
Cape Town.
Sure. And you're a fan of warriors. Do you like all warriors, like the Amazonian warriors from back in the day? And
No, the poem Esimbananga, which you just played,
yeah,
is about Shaka Zulu, who was a Zulu king and warrior, and he invented the Iklwa spear, which is a short spear, and he united all tribes at one. So he is my favorite warrior king, and he inspires me.
great stuff, great stuff. And it says on your Twitter you're single and skint. Hasn't no one snapped you up yet, Donna?
Well, not in Norfolk. I don't think I speak the language.
And we both have something in common, don't we? We both have encountered Anne Robinson from The Weakest Link. Were you a fan of Anne?
What a formidable lady. She said I was very annoying. But then again, I think I'm far more attractive than she is.
Yes. And I can vouch for that.
How was your experience with the lady?
It didn't go so well. I think she was glad to vote me off, but I'd done a cartwheel on the set. I cartwheeled off the set, so
good for you.
I made
you're my type of man.
Yeah,
you are. I like that.
I made a statement. I did so.
I read my poem.
Oh yes, we saw
I wrote
that.
a poem ode to Anne Robinson.
Anne Robinson.
I think she liked the poem,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure. I don't think she liked me though.
Yeah, and people can find it on YouTube, can't they? If they type in Weakest Link Donna Africa, that should come up on the on
I'm
YouTube.
sure it's there somewhere.
And you've also had a come down with me experience. What was your
yes?
what was your signature dish? And do you enjoy cooking?
I'm very much a home cook, and I've been cooking since I was about 14. I left home at 15. Yes, I had a wonderful time. My signature dish was a Portuguese-inspired dish, chicken peri-peri. And unfortunately, I was the first host of that week.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, you guys see, 40 minutes or something? Meanwhile, we filmed that for thousands of hours over 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then they condense it down to that tiny bit that you see. So mine was, and I did my cabaret dancing. Ooh.
Oh wow! Tell us more.
It's all on Vimeo.
Yep.
All my videos are on Vimeo. I don't really put on YouTube because of copyright. If you're really interested, if you really want to, you go Donna Africa on Vimeo, and then you can watch me on the Come Dine with me.
Lovely job.
But it was fun, and I think it was a bit flirty. It was a bit saucy. I enjoyed every minute of it.
It's good for you. Good for you. And you enjoy being on TV, don't you? Do you like being in the limelight?
I don't think it's not. I wouldn't say limelight. I just enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just remember, I could never picture or dream that I would be in in Great Britain doing this when I was sitting in Cape Town, working very hard as I was hosting a German restaurant, and then I was selling wines on commission. So I would never imagine that this would be a reality. But I have to interject and say to you, my most proudest achievement is being a London 2012 ceremony performer. That was
Wow.
a dream come true. Now, that for me, I am just happy for that to be my legacy. And I'm actually in the ceremony books. My name's there, Donna Africa Thompson. So for me, I'm happy for a mature lady.
Yes.
I think I'm flying the flag very high for the mature ladies out there.
And I'm sure you got plenty much more in the pipeline as well.
I'm busy at the moment doing more shoots. I've done 2 new photo shoots. I said new, not nude, and just in case people were thinking. So that's all fabulous. Also new poems and carry on. Sorry.
Yeah. So I've been in this boat, and
Yes.
when applying for TV shows, you often don't hear for the moment, and you often get a lot of knockbacks. Do you get that often as well when you apply for castings and auditions? You get knockbacks, and what is the best way to counter that?
Well, since because I had such terrible publicity, I've had to, I felt that, and I've applied for hundreds and hundreds of things, and like you said, no response, and it's very hard. But fortunately, I'm very lucky that I have a supportive son and a family. So, when I'm feeling down, they lift me up, and I always remember, this what I do. I do this because I enjoy it,
Sure.
and if sometimes I'm lucky, sometimes I'm not, but I'm not going to stop. So whether I get, if I would love to do more TV shows, I'd love to, but I think they feel that I've been on TV too much.
I suppose I suppose if it's meant to happen, then it will be, and then if you do get another audition, it's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, but the main thing is I love what I do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, so I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for anyone else. So, I would love to see more women on TV because, to be honest with you, there isn't many TV presenters that are women.
Sure.
And I'd love to be a chat host and chatting and have you on my show. That'd be nice.
Oh yes, I need someone to interview me. No one's took me up on that offer yet. That'd be interesting.
I'd love to do that.
Great. Turning the tables, I'll call that.
Well, watch your space.
Yeah, sure. Very inspirational there, Donna. And we've heard your poetry as well. How does your poetry help you through day-to-day life?
I started. I wrote my first poem about 11, 12. And it was published in the school magazine called Life. So I've always been a writer, but being a single mum, I've always had to put everything on hold. So I could, I was a single mum raising my son. So everything that I wanted to be was on hold. And until I came to this country where I got some support from family and help, I then started writing poetry inspired by the great Shaka Zulu. And also when I lost my mum to cancer, then I lost my sister to suicide, I felt writing poetry is helping me heal. And also, I think some people don't want, I think you have to express how you feel. Otherwise, it can make you very, very ill.
Sure. So that's very, as I said, you're very inspirational, and if that can help other people, then that's a bonus,
I hope
isn't
so.
it? Yeah, sure. So what is your life's motto, Donna Africa? If you had to choose
Never
one.
give up.
Bang on. You hit the nail on the head there.
I hope I've inspired you, Dan.
Well, no, I got full admiration for you. Full admiration.
Oh, you're too. Oh, that's very kind. Very kind.
No,
Thank you very
I am
much.
honest. I am honest. So
Oh, I love that.
you're an inspiration to many women and even men. But who are your heroines?
Oh, well, first of all, that who inspired me was my English teacher at
Hmm.
school. Um, then also, I must say, Keats, um, for his beautiful romantic English
Hmm.
poetry. Also, to Rodriguez, who did not get recognized as a songwriter and singer for a long time, and we got his music. I'm sure you've seen the movie Sugar Man. He got no recognition for his poetry or his work in his native land of America. However, 40 years down the line, he finally got recognized. So, it's a journey, and hopefully, I'm recognized one day too.
Great stuff. And isn't it amazing how people get more recognised posthumously after they've kind of like passed away? That fascinates me. That does. For like you got a musician
Well,
or
no, this guy hasn't passed
yeah,
away.
but the previous guy you mentioned.
Yeah, yeah. Like I read. No, I agree with you, Dan, because I read that Michael Jackson. I read in the media has made more money being dead than
Mm,
he
mm,
did alive,
mm.
and I must just share with you something that's very personal to me. My friend, my Britain's Got Talent friend Anthony Popeye died a few weeks ago. I'm sure you remember him from Britain's Got Talent. He has a talent for popping his eyes
Yes,
out.
I remember him. Yeah.
Well, I've been like, I don't want to beg people, but there is a GoFundMe campaign for Anthony. His dying wish was to be buried in Barbados. So please, guys, go on. I mean, I know times are hard, and it's hard to put your hand in your pocket, but I really would love my friend's dream, even in death, to become a
Hmm.
reality.
Hmm. Great stuff. And if you had to describe yourself in 5 words, what 5 words would you pick?
Hmm. Feisty, fiery, flirty, fabulous, and fun.
Bang on. You got all the F's there, Donna. And a
Oh,
bit
yes, Dan.
and a bit of alliteration as well there as well.
Yes, Dan the man.
And so that about wraps up the interview. A pleasure to have you on
Oh,
on this show. Perhaps one of the
can I end with my logo?
well, you know what? I was just going to say that. Can we finally have a Zulu chant?
You're just going to get what I designed.
That's
Okay, here we
fine.
go. With love, oh gosh, I'm losing my voice. With love, light, and liberty. Your Donna Africa. Yeah, go, 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 go,
Yay!
go.
So, ladies and
Yeah, yeah,
gentlemen, thank you very much.
go,
That was the one and only Donna Africa. Thanks, Donna, and may the very best for you and the future.
and you too, Dan the man.
Great stuff. XLR Radio.